why do we want to stir up the divine in others? We want to do that because we want to have empowered conversations. We don't want to get stuck in 4D polarity over and over again, going through the same cycles with people. I believe that after you hear this, you're going to start seeing it in your everyday, and you're going to see opportunities to try this out. Hey friends, and hello to those of you I don't know yet. My name is Cassie, and I work as an energy worker as well as an astrologer and human design coach. And today I want to share with you guys a technique that has really helped my one-on-one clients, as well as me, access the divine within myself and also stir up the divine in others. This is actually a technique that's been used by the ancients for years. People like Yeshua, Buddha, they all use this technique, and it's really simple. And I don't see many people doing this. It's something I've observed in the collective, and I thought it would be helpful to share this for those of you that are wanting to connect with a deeper part of others. If you really want to speak to the divine and empower others and also have empowering conversations, this will be so useful for you. Okay, so I want to start off by showing you the human design map and explain a little bit about what I see when I look at this. If you're not familiar with human design, essentially it is astrology that's been mapped out through the human chakra system. And I love this map that Human Design Oracle system created because it literally shows what centers activate which parts of our body. And today we're actually going to look at the crown center, the head center, but I want you to know this about it first. So the crown center is known as a pressure center. And the reason it's a pressure center is because it's the area within us that we begin to feel pressure to know things, or we feel pressure to figure things out. If you look all the way through, divine energy, or essentially source, flows through us, starting at the top of our head through our crown, all the way through all of these systems, and then out the root, which is also called the manifestation center. So what we're looking at today when we look at this map is how to turn the center on, or how to engage the center or stir up the divine energy to begin to flow from this center to the rest of the parts of our body. So there's 3 gates in the head center, and each of these gates asks a question: how, why, and what. And when you want to stir up the divine, you begin to ask these questions to yourself, or if you want to stir up the divine in someone else, you use these words, these questions, to stir up that. So that would look like if I were talking to a friend and she's talking about what she wants to do as her sacred service. And I'm asking her I'm using these 3 questions to engage that part of her. So I say, how do you want that to feel? Or why do you want to do that? Or what does that look like? You can also use these questions to stir up the divine within yourself. So if you're journaling, you can ask yourself these questions to begin to engage some of that energy to flow through you more. So as you apply how, why, and what, you may notice that a question gets stuck in an energy center within your own body. So let's say I'm saying, how do I want to share about human design with people? And as I begin to think about it and ask that question, and I ask that question upwards. And what I mean by upwards is I ask towards divine source. I ask towards my highest self. How do I want this to look? And then as I begin to imagine, as I begin to think through my ajna and see and imagine different ways, I may come in touch with some words. I may come in touch with some things I want to share. I might also get feelings or impressions from other people in my heart center. I might feel the collective. I might feel certain things I need to include in how I share. So you kind of get the idea of how the divine channeling can move through your body and how you can ask questions to different centers to engage the divine as you begin to go. It's really fun to practice these 3 questions alone, but it's even more fun to begin to practice it with other people and engaging the divine within them. Instead of getting stuck in polarity and having an opinion about something, especially now with all the political debate happening around the world, instead begin to get to people's core values. Begin to ask them, how do you see this country progressing? What do you want to see change? Why? Why do you care about that? Or what about that do you care about? So I want you sometime today with somebody, just go out and try it. Begin to use these 3 questions and see what comes up. See what's brought up in people. And if you'd like to hear more about the work I'm doing, I'm going to be sharing to YouTube as well as my TikTok and Instagram. So feel free to follow me if you want to connect more on this stuff.